Hi, this is Professor Dennis Collins, and I'm creating this screencast to help new students who have never done an online class navigate Module 1, or for those who need an update or just want to see how these modules are structured. So when you log on to the class, it'll bring you to the announcement page, and this is the announcement from the fall of 2019 class. Next, click on Modules where it says in the left-hand side. So you see where that finger is pointing. You click on that, and then it takes you to the page of the modules. And this class has 8 modules. Of course, we begin with Module 1, which is on maximizing ethical behaviors in organizations. So it gives you a little summary about that. It's for the week of 8/19/19. And it tells you this module introduces students to the nature of human reality and the history of capitalism. So you click on Module 1, and it'll give you a screen with a bunch of items on it. So the first item gives you the objectives of Module 1. And once again, Module 1 is about maximizing ethical behaviors in organizations. So upon the completion of this module, you will be able to do 6 things, ending with use an optimal ethics systems model to maximize ethical behaviors within an organization, which is what the class is all about. Next item is planning your week. So you see there's from 1.1 to 1.8 for this particular week. Due on Thursday night, we begin with posting your biographical information. Also due Thursday night, posting your right to the confidentiality agreement, your reply to the confidentiality agreement. 1.3, post your response to the Enron case. 1.4, post your answer to the topic. 1.5, select a module for your narrative presentation. All that is due by Thursday midnight of week 1. Then by Sunday midnight, you have 2 things that are due. Post your response to a student's Enron analysis, and post your response to a student's topic analysis. And also due Sunday at midnight is submitting your homework assignments. So that's what that box is all about. Then next we see information about readings in the media. It tells you what our readings are for the week up here, and it provides you 4 videos you can watch. Welcome to Business Ethics class, assignment overview, unethical behaviors in organizations and human natures, which is a 12-minute video, and me explaining a historical perspective on business ethics. So you can watch those videos at your convenience, and they're available on YouTube. You can either click on the YouTube link, or you can click on where it says watch the video. Next, questions to guide your readings. You don't have to answer these. These are just to guide your readings, to make sense out of what you're reading. I offer you questions for Chapter 1, and then questions for Chapter 2. Next, item 1.1, post your biography. So I have 9 questions here for you to answer. And answering them, you will click on 1.1. You see it emphasizes it. Hit Control, hit that finger button, and these are the submissions from that particular semester. So you would click on there, and you would answer those questions on that click. Those students had already done that. Next, 1.2, post your reply to confidentiality agreement. And it's a short agreement, and you're just saying whether you agree with that or not. Once again, you would click that, and it would take you to a post that will show you who already did that. Next is post your Enron case response. So every week we're doing an Enron case, except for the final week and the week we do cases. So it tells you read Enron cases 1 and 2 in the Blackboard classroom session. And it's only answer case number 2. So case number 1 will help you to inform case number 2, but only answer case number 2. Apply the critical thinking table in doing your answer, and I'll show you that in a different screencast on how to use that. And there's a link right to that table that you are filling into. And I offer you a couple videos here if you're interested in them. Ken Lay, CEO of Enron, an 8-minute employee meeting that he gave, and then a 4-minute summary of a book called The Smartest Guys in the Room, which is about Enron and in this particular video, Jeff Skilling. Next, due Thursday at midnight, you click on post your topic response and you're answering this question. You're evaluating on a 1 to 6 scale. How ethical do you believe capitalism is? So you would click on right where that finger is at and then type in there your answer. Do you believe it's very ethical? If so, you'd say it's number 1 and explain why. Use reasons from the textbook or from any of these videos. You need to provide some depth to your answer. So the idea isn't just a 1 sentence, let me get this over with. You can do that, but you're going to lose points. You need to be able to explain it because classmates are going to read it and will either agree with you or disagree with you. It says, provide with your reasons at least one specific example that explains that. So there's a video here on pros and cons of capitalism. There's another one about capitalism is great and not so great. One about why capitalism works. Michael Moore on why capitalism doesn't work. And a cute video about a young entrepreneur and how that impacts him. Also due Thursday at midnight, the last one, click on here and select a week that you're going to present your narrative. There's directions on how to present your narrative that's explained here. All you need to do at this point is when you click on this, pick do you want to present your narrative during module 2, 3, 5, 6, or 7. For each of those weeks, about 3 to up to 5 students are going to make a presentation. It'll be typed about a real-life ethical dilemma they face. They'll tell you what their options are. And you're going to say, if you were that student, what option you would have chosen in that situation. And then the student at the end of the week will say, well, let me tell you what happened in real life. So every student in the class is going to do one of them, one real-life narrative, and you're going to choose when you want it. Now, when you click on here and you choose your week, remember it, even though I'll send you an email reminding you of it. If you click on a second time, it's going to say error because you already chose that. You can only choose once. So if you click on this and you get an error message, that just means you already chose it. Once again, at the end of week 1, I'll send you an email on who chose to present what during what week. Those are due Thursday at midnight. See 11:59. Then there are 3 things that are due Sunday at midnight. Remember you posted your Enron response? Well, now somebody's going to respond to you and you're going to respond to somebody. So you click here. On Friday morning, I'm going to send you a list of here's who chose what Enron option. You need to respond to someone that you disagree with. So if you chose do the gas bank, you're going to have to respond to someone who said don't do the gas bank. Just continue with the traditional method, and vice versa. And there are directions on how to respond that explains responding to a post you disagree with. We want a civil discussion, and there's a format for being civilly to responding in a civil manner. And that's what those directions are. Then post your topic to a student responds to the topic. Remember you gave your opinion on capitalism on a 1 to 6 scale? So if you chose 1, it's very ethical. Respond to somebody who chose 6, that it's very unethical. Many students tend to choose 3 or 4, which is that it's slightly more ethical than unethical, or slightly more unethical than ethical. Then you would be responding to somebody, once again, that you disagree with, not who you agree with. And the idea is to learn how to disagree with one another in a respectful manner. And then you have homeworks that are graded every week. This particular module has 3 assignments. Assignment 1A, when faced with an ethical dilemma, it's good to reflect on an inspiring quote that encourages you to make the appropriate moral decision. Pick an inspiring quote that is meaningful to you and explain why it is. And just do it in 1 paragraph. It doesn't have to take much, just 1 paragraph. And then there are assignments for 1B and 1C. 1B comes out of the textbook, so you're going to need the textbook to do that. And then 1C is based upon 1B. And every module will follow the same format, except for Module 4, which will be doing case studies, and Module 8, which is responding to a blog and doing the work you need to do for your final exam. So I hope that shows you how easy it is to navigate the modules in this class. Once you've done it once, it's going to become pretty easy to repeat. So I wish you the best in doing this, and if you have any questions, just send me an email. Thanks.